When you browse a project, in addition to being able to edit the captions, notes, and search fields, and also being able to print or save images, another thing I'd like to look at is some of the other features of the browser. For example, I can take these 3 photos right here, and if I need to share those with somebody, or if I need to link them to a data field report or any other application, right here I can click on the Generate Link button. And now it'll ask me for a name. I'm going to call this Change Order 36 or CO36 and click OK. So what I've done is I've just created what's called a static hyperlink, and I can copy this hyperlink and I can send it to anybody anywhere. I could put it into an email, I could put it into a schedule, but the bottom line is when I send that link to anyone or embed that link into a CAD drawing or schedule or whatever it might be, when I click on it now, up comes the link. So that link ties to these 3 photos. So this makes it very, very easy for us to communicate with any other project partner. For example, I could just open up an email, send a brand new email out. So in any email, in any scheduling program, and just about any other application, you can always insert a hyperlink. And that's exactly what we're going to do here in this email real quick. So I'm going to do Control-V like Victor to paste. And so I've just pasted that hyperlink right into this email. Now I can go ahead and send it. And then the recipient, when they get the email, they'll click on it. And when they click on that link in their email, up will come those 3 images, and now they can select and view them. So you'll notice it makes it very, very easy to share images with anyone, anywhere, without even having to create or make them a Lynx user. I'm just an outside contractor working with you, and you've decided then to give me access to these images. So as you can see, in our system, we have all kinds of tools. We can edit things and modify things. We can search through things, but the link that we send to people, they don't have that capability. So they can look at the 3 images that we've decided to share with them, but that's all they can look at, and they cannot edit or modify anything. So it is completely view only. So it's a great way to share with people and then never have to worry about compromising your data or having anybody modify or change your data. So that's all there is to a static link. You're selecting the images and you're clicking on the Generate Link. That generates what we call a static link, and then you can embed that again into any email, scheduling program, CAD drawing, and so forth. If you have the rights also, you can delete photos from the system. So if I'm an administrator and I no longer need these 4 images at all, I could go ahead and click on this. It'll prompt me to make sure that I really, really want to delete them. I'm going to go ahead and say no for this training. But you can delete photos permanently if you have the rights if you're an administrator. One of the other things you can do in the browser that's nice is you can quickly drill down through the project. So you'll notice there's a pair of binoculars here. So we all know already that we're on our WTP sample project. Let's say that we just want to view the access roads for this project and nothing more. So we'll click on our binoculars and that'll bring up our search form. We're searching this project. And I want to search for it by structure or location, access roads. So I'll add that in and I'll click OK. So as you can see, it instantly goes out and filters, and now I've got 141 photos that all match the access roads. So now I'm going to go ahead and click back on Browse. I'm going to click on our WTP sample and click View. So you can search through the projects as well, and then of course you can always just go back and forth as we mentioned in the main Browse video. So that covers all of the features within the browser. We've talked about printing, saving. We've talked about editing our captions, our notes, and our search fields. We've talked about viewing the images. And then we've also talked about how you can create those static links to share specific images with anyone that you'd like. We'll also take a look later on in the search video. You can see how you can actually create dynamic and project hyperlinks that you can also embed into your schedules and your CAD drawings and so forth. To get back to the main menu, as always, just click Home, and that'll take you right back to your main Lynx PM Online screen. Now in the last search we did a search for access roads and we pulled up that. Let's go back to the search again. Let's go back and pick access roads one more time. And let's add that. But instead of hitting OK to just run the search and look at the access road photos, let's create a dynamic hyperlink so that we can embed that into our CAD drawing or schedule. So all we do to create a dynamic hyperlink is we save the search. So I'm going to go ahead and call this search access roads, save search. So now, very similar to the static link, you'll notice we have another hyperlink here. And if we click on that hyperlink, sure enough, it goes out and it loads all of the access roads. And what's nice about this is it becomes a dynamic hyperlink. So today there's 141 photos, but as we upload photos into the project and catalog them as access roads, these will continue to grow and be added to. So next week there might be 200 photos for it. So now you can take this dynamic link that you've created and you can go embed it into any other application. For this training today, let's use 3 examples. Let's embed this link into a CAD drawing, a schedule, and an aerial photo. So the first thing that we'll go ahead and do is let's go ahead and bring up a CAD drawing. So as your architects and engineers know, any one of your DWG or CAD drawings can easily be saved as a PDF or JPEG file. So all we're going to do then is we are going to take this link right here that we've created called Access Roads in our lynxpm system. We're going to copy that hyperlink. And then we're just going to bring up our CAD drawing and we're going to go insert that hyperlink. And again, this could be a Word document, it could be anything. So let's say that if anybody clicks on this area right here on the drawing, we want it to show a nice big blue line. And we're going to open a web link or insert a hyperlink. So once again, Control V like Victor to paste. And now I've just added that. So I'm going to go ahead and save it. I'll close it completely down and let's go ahead and just open it back up with Adobe. So now in Adobe Acrobat Reader, as you can see, here's our space. If anybody in our company clicks on that, or if anybody we're sharing this CAD drawing with clicks on that, it'll immediately go load all of the access roads then for that project. And don't forget that's a dynamic link. So if people add photos, it'll continue to add here without anybody having to do anything. So that's how you would link a dynamic hyperlink or a static hyperlink right into any CAD drawing or PDF document. And same thing for those of you that have scheduling programs. So for anybody out there with Primavera or Meridian or Microsoft Project, which is what we'll load for this example, again, here's the access roads. All we're doing is just go anywhere you want on your schedule, right click, insert a hyperlink. Again, Control V just like we did before. We say OK. And now anyone viewing our schedule, if they want to see the access roads, can just click on that hyperlink and it'll open up all of the access road photos. So these links can be embedded all throughout your company. It literally links to everything that you have: CAD drawings, schedules, emails, spreadsheets, documents. It's very, very simple and easy then to share these images and link them to whomever you want for whatever purposes you need for managing your projects. And the other nice thing about this too is we're not having to create all of these people as links users with certain types of rights and setups and all of that. These are just very simple hyperlinks that we're sending to people where we don't have to set up anything, they don't have to set up anything, and we can always have them updated. And you also have the choice of deciding whether you want that to be a static link or a dynamic link. And so all of that is done through the Browse menu. When you go to Browse and you pick a project and then you browse and view that project, this is where you're printing and you're saving, you're editing captions, notes, and search fields, you're viewing images, and you're creating either static links to embed into drawings and schedules, or you're searching and drilling down through the project and creating queries for dynamic hyperlinks that you can then embed into schedules or drawings and so forth.